All right, Algebra 1 students, let's look at Unit 3, Lesson 8, using the correlation coefficient. We have two goals for this lesson. I can describe the strength of a relationship between two variables. So using the correlation coefficient, we should be able to tell whether a relationship is strong or weak. I can use technology to find the correlation coefficient and explain what the value tells me about a linear model in everyday language. So once we have the correlation coefficient, it also tells us whether it has a decreasing or increasing, otherwise known as negative or positive relationship. And we should be able to use our everyday language to explain that relationship. All right, so our vocabulary. We're still working with correlation coefficient. It's just a way to tell how good the line of best fit is, whether it's strong, weak, negative, positive, those things, which are related here. So a negative relationship shows an increase in one variable is paired with a decrease in the other, basically meaning it will cause the line to go down. A positive relationship, increase in one variable is paired with an increase in the other variable. Essentially, the line will go up. Strong relationship, data is tightly clustered around the line of best fit. So the dots or the data points are going to be very, very close to the line of best fit. They're going to have small residuals if you want to remember back to that. Weak relationship, data is loosely spread around the line of best fit. So it is far away from the line of best fit. It doesn't necessarily look like the line fits with the data. So again, back to residuals, these would be residuals that are bigger. All right, for this warm-up, you may want to go into your lesson and look it up because this might be hard to read, but I'm going to take you through it. What I want you to do is just do a matching. So we have variables that are paired up, and then we have four graphs, and you want to match each one to the most likely graph with it. So match the variables to the scatter plot you think would best fit and explain your choices. Then you're going to bring that to class tomorrow. That's going to start our discussion. So our first one has an X variable of daily low temp in Celsius for Denver, Colorado. So the daily low temperature in Denver, Colorado. Then its Y that goes with it is boxes of cereal in stock at a grocery in Miami, Florida. So if those would be really, really correlated together, they should make more of a standard line. If they probably have nothing to do with each other, they're going to be more mixed up. So you've got to see which one that would go with. Second here, average number of free throws shot in a season is our X, and our Y would be basketball team score per game. So if you think that one going up will cause one to go down or vice versa, whether it's going to be more spread out or more linear, that should help you pick which one you think it is. Measured student height in feet, measured student height in inches. So we want to compare those. How correlated do you think those would be? And then our last one is average minutes spent in a waiting room, hospital satisfaction rating. So what you need to do is identify which one. Does one go with A, B, C, or D? Identify which one it is, and then explain how you came about that answer. Do all four, and then bring that to class tomorrow. Remember, if you can't see this graph or it's kind of hard to read, you can look it up in your lessons on Google Classroom. Thanks.